So how many of you are data scientists? Nobody? Oh, okay, one. So, and how many of you are like IT operators, just like SQLs and... Oh, okay. So finally, so how many of you are coming from the business unit, just like the sales and marketing in the enterprise? Three of us tonight is gonna be so tough challenges for me. Okay, let me give it a chance. So I am SmartMind, founder and CEO of the company, and we're gonna be actually deliver how we're gonna be utilize databases for the from the development and operations and the testing also, the Gen AI, not only the Gen AI, but the ML and deep learning source as well. Okay, so mostly the question to the three of you, have you ever thought about this problem exists when you do the data science from development to the operations? Maybe not many, like, out of three, then probably 30% is just only 1%. So normally, like, when you try to develop the AI, normally to the enterprise company, they're gonna be having all the time the same problem here. Because operation and developments are different from each other. So that's definitely take the sample data in order to train and to test upon sample data, which is good. Normally, the accuracy is very high. And then try to test on the real life data. It's not working. It's observation coming from the more than 100 companies that have been doing AI projects since now. And all of the companies having the same problem like this. So obviously, using the database for AI developments and other stuff, this is not only the benefit, but let me just focus on that part first. Okay, so this is the real problem, and the enterprise grade company, they have like a data science team, and an IT team, and a business unit, just like the sales and marketing. And the users of the AI product is normally like business unit. So the business units are all the time, they're asking about like, hey, this is OpenAI chatbot, and what does it mean for me? Like with just only chatbot, is it gonna be working? I mean, I'm just interested in, get the daily, operations such as like Excel, doing the pivot based on the table exists to see the multiple assets of it in order to get insight right away. So that's the normal practices what the business units are doing. Whereas data science, between the data science team and the IT teams are having the problem I already presented previously. So many iteration has been required because data science are all the time focusing on building the model, increase the accuracy is based on the sample data, and it is normally not working with the live, and so many iterations are introduced all the time, and what it causes business units have to wait until one AI model which is ready. Normally takes like 3 to 5 months, and this is not the end of the story. That's just development, phase, and you need to also go for the operational phase to deploy the model developed to the working with the real live data. So for the end customers' point of view in the organization, such as like sales and marketing teams. We need to give an operational environment to the data scientists in order to play with the full size of data, which is live, in order to minimize many iterations, and also have to give the AI inference function has to be selected by end users, just like Excel does. So we introduced the analytical the databases. Basically, what we do is like we create the table, just like RDB, normal RDB. But what we can do is like you're gonna be putting the raw data, such as structured data and unstructured data, such as so not only putting the structured data, such as like numerical data and images and texts and video, inserting by using the SQL into the table, and then select the model and to directly you can make the SQL queries and then do the nested query against existing legacy data. So that's customer point of view right here, just like mentioned, sales and marketing teams, they can actually do focus on the business logic creations, just like Excel does. And obviously for a development point of view, because data scientists are able to access the full size of data which is live, and then minimizing the iteration of the retraining phase. So this is examples of it. We have already by now been doing more than 100 AI projects, and they are one of our customers, gas companies, number one in Korea. And when we start, they have these kind of questions, especially coming from mostly coming from the business unit, saying, hey, what do I do with whatever you call like Mistral-based, Llama-based fine-tuned model, and then what will help for me? One AI can solve the problem that I have? What if I can try POC within like 1 or 2 days to see if which model is working or not without having operational environment ready? And also the etc. that kind of thing. So just like I already presented in the previously, TanoSQL, what we do is that we provide the TanoSQL and create a table and insert the audio wave file against the table, and also inserting the structured data, which is like the legacy data and the operational data and customer data, which is in their legacy system. And we've been trying with Mistral small, medium, and large models, and Llama 7B and 13B, and up to even 17B, and also the OpenAI, the SaaS services also as well. So it can easily register and plug it into the TanoSQL, and then right away just insert the data and then do the query, and you can give it a try with many kind of aspect, the POC using the LLM inferences against or training with the already existing their legacy data to get easy, the insights out of it. So this is one of the examples that we are using the public available call center data, and the goal is to classify the transcript into categories using LLM, and then derive the average calls and satisfaction scores and etc. So tables like that. There are audio data from the table is going to be converted using the STT, which is text. So transcript table is there, and then callers satisfaction scores based on attached with agent ID and core IDs, things like that. So that considered as like legacy data plus and unstructured data converted using the STT. So there are just only takes 3 steps to imply from the development to the operation grade, which is like a commercial grade. So you just do the insert the data into the table and register the model, which is a multiple model that we try to try out, and create the business logic using the nested SQL query. That's it. That's ready to go. So the code is like that. In the middle that you can, plug it into from the local model that has been developed, and Hugging Face, any model you want to actually plug it into, and also the bottom right, OpenAI model also you can actually plug it into. So this is the real the screen that we have on top of the Dynamo SQL, considered as like query manager. Just the interface like DBMS. So can anybody tell that among the three, what this query is doing by looking at the code? There's less than 24 lines of code. Can anybody? Too small, right? That's the right answer. Okay, so I already explained. Yeah, this is Go. Classify code transcript into the categories using the LLM and drive the average code times and satisfaction times and scores, etc. So here, by agent, right? Group by agent. I wanna grouping by agent about the category, and then what would be the average score of the code, and etc. That's the combinations of the LLM inferences in the middle, right? We've been using this one from the Hugging Face, right? You can change from your local model or like OpenAI to give it a try, right? And there's a combination of LLM inferences and also the nested query. What it says is the business logic, right? So that from the development to the operational commercial grade of the model, you're gonna be actually just taking less than 24 lines of it. That's it. So that's ready to go. So by doing so, we are reducing model retraining iterations up to 62%, which leads to the cost savings, and then time to marketing, delivering the whole system, not only the model itself, but also the business logic ready to go to the end user customers, such as like a sales department and a marketing department. So we are not opening the open source right now. So some of the vertical applications working on top of Dynamo SQL, we're gonna be actually kind of opening up in the multiple categories. Just like Charlie was saying, one of the application is gonna be the new startup. Since we have been working AI project more than 100 the projects, so we're gonna be actually opening up the vertical, and only we charge the backend, which is like a Dynamo SQL as a license or like subscription based. So just feel free to visit to Dynamo SQLs. We are providing the SDK also as well, and QM, which is like a DBMS capabilities and REST APIs and things like that. So please, and thank you for listening.